right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. We're joining us for episode number 4 of Blade Runner Fiery Angels, which may or may not be the finale. We'll see how far we get tonight. But thank you so much for joining us. As always, check us out on all of our socials. Like, subscribe, follow, help us out there. And be sure you check out our Patreon especially. We just did one of our monthly posts. We did another poll, which we haven't done in a while, asking you all what you'd like to see on the channel in the future. As most listeners are aware, I tend to try to prep things well in advance to make sure we have a steady stream of content coming out and we're not scrambling to get things done. I don't like doing things last minute here. It's too much stress, too much pressure. So, I'm kind of deciding now that I'm going to have some free time here. My GM responsibilities are going to be coming to an end for the most part this month. So, looking to what we might start doing next year. We've got Shadowrun coming up soon. And we've got a new Patreon game that's recording and going to be starting in October. So, lots going on here. So, check that out. Let us know what you want to see so I can start planning. And, yeah, other than that, that's all I got for now. So, I'm your host, the Great Unclean One, and let's hear from our players. Who they are, who they're playing, and anything else you guys want to share. Start it off with Tyler.
Hey guys, I'm Tyler. I'm playing Detective Violet Lee, our Doxy class character. Doing good, excited to play. As always, last week was friggin' phenomenal. I think we made a lot of headway, and man, it's just been a blast from start to finish. So,
what a ending last week with the fucking stress failures.
Very cinematic, and it's again one of those things where I kept clicking and I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll push it again. Yeah, I'll push again. Oh, your head explode.
Yep. Oops. All right. How about Frog? What's going on up in Wisconsin today?
Oh, it's been quite a day. Yeah, I'm playing Hector Bantov, or Team Fixer. Coming in from a friend's sort of cookout get-together, which was a lot of fun. She decided to make it kind of like citrus and lemon themed, and me and her husband had a sort of awkward kind of dancing around the subject conversation, trying to make sure, or I guess when she was planning it weeks ago, just making sure she doesn't call it a lemon party. Which was something that was on the table initially. We're like, you can't look. We're telling you, this is a hard no. You can't do that. And she was like, why? And we're like, there's no way for us. We can't talk about it. If you don't know, then good, and we will never speak of it again. But you can't do it.
I feel a little out of the loop. I have not heard that term before.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Chris, just type it into your URL.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a good idea.
I can't recommend it.
No, are you sharing screen? No, stop. Please stop.
All right. Okay,
but
so no lemon
it was,
parties. Gotcha.
Quite a classy get-together. I made a sort of lemon ricotta Parmesan pasta. And a lot of people zested and made lemonades and limoncello. Somebody slow cooked a chicken that went really nice with everything. Yeah, it was great.
Hey, look at you! You're all cultured and shit. I don't have any friends that do stuff like that. A fucking food party with a theme? I'm lucky if somebody fucking offers to buy food.
Chris, you used to cook for 30 people with barbecue style.
Yeah. Well, that's because I'm a classy motherfucker and I care about my friends. But you know, then I got married and that stopped. So
and the light and joy.
And now
was
you have a grill on your.
Yeah, now we can't even have a fucking grill.
Have a good grill.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh God. All right. Well, I still get Facebook memories of the old cookouts and barbecues all the time, and it's we almost had a decade under our belt. Can you believe that? It's a long time. One day, man. One day. Maybe. Unlikely.
I don't think the screen will pick it up.
Oh yeah, I've still got that picture too somewhere.
This there we go. This stays. This is 4 of us playing a rock band.
Yep.
As always, yeah.
Yep.
It's on my mantle
Angel
here.
and Kylie, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere. I'm not sure where, but yeah, I got one. That's awesome. Cool. Kyle, what else is going on? What have you been up to?
Hello. Luckily, the storm passed and power has returned. So, barring any more bullshit, I should be good. I will be playing Detective Inspector Silas Holbach. The winner already. We're just waiting to find out. Yeah, excited to play. This has been so fun. I love this this world, this aesthetic. It's been a lot of fun. Like picking up with a second season, so excited to see where this goes. There's truly some tomfoolery abounds.
Yeah, we had quite a few leads last week. And
Yeah.
Sean, how about you? What are you up to?
Oh, just hanging out. Good old Illinois. Playing Eric Johnson, city speaker. And all around, he's trying to be just a swell guy, helping out people where he can, and learning horrifying information, like someone stolen the face of his boss man. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, doing good. Just living life. I've only got like 4 more payments left on my student loans, and I'll be free of that horrendous debt for the rest of my life.
Oh, nice, man. Congratulations. That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, this year is the year of paying off debt.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got the car done, right? Now we're gonna get that done.
Got the loans.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be great. I'll finally be able to save money.
Yeah, now you can have the dream of having your own
boy.
place that you'll never be able to afford.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
To look up the lofty place I'll never be able to afford.
Yeah. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's good, man. Happy to hear it. Before we get started, a couple shout outs. First off, shout out to our good friend JJ and to Grognard Games here in Illinois. If you're not familiar with Grognard Games, fantastic game store which just opened its 3rd location. They've got one in Batavia, one in Roselle, and their new one in Algonquin, which our good friend JJ, an old Games Workshop friend of ours from years and years past, is the manager of now. And myself and other Matt went out there today to check it out. Big store, lots of space, and they were having their grand opening celebration this weekend. So check it out because Todd, the owner, fantastic guy, knows how to run a shop and is doing it the right way. And it's cool to see them continue to go from success to success. So picked up the latest expansion to Zombicide. It's expansion in Paris that gives you another campaign to play through. And they had a really sweet Jurassic Park puzzle, which I got. Hit the $100, so I got a free t-shirt. So we'll wear that on stream next week. Give Grognar some support. And then Matt picked up a couple board games. So all in all, good times. Good times.
I didn't realize they had one in Roselle. That's like 6 minutes away from me.
Yeah, that's the first one they opened. It's fantastic. Check it out, man. It's a great store.
Yeah,
Great store.
I'll definitely go check it out.
Unfortunately, the Algonquin place is way too far away. It took me over an hour to get there, especially with all the fucking construction around here. So unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing JJ very often, but Batavia and Roselle are about the same distance from me. So if you ever need a cool game store to go to, check it out. They got it all. So good stuff.
Sup, JJ?
Yeah, sup, brother. And also, big shout out to other Matt who decided to become a Patreon member on us for $2, even though he was already a Patreon member for $2 since we started the Patreon like 4 years ago. So I'm not sure what the fuck he was doing, because I got a message like 10 minutes ago that said, you have a new Patreon member. And it was like, Matt joined your Patreon, but he's already been charged for this month, so he'll be charged next month. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So my guess is he forgot that he's been paying for it this whole time and decided to sign up. because he probably saw the post about the poll and then was like, oh, I'll give him $2, right? So shout out to you, Matt. What a goddamn good friend.
What a fucking hero.
Yep. So
Hey guys, real fans pay for Patreon multiple times.
it's true. Yeah, can I pay for this twice? I want 2 subscriptions. Also, I meant to talk shit to Kyle last week because this whole time we've had a Patreon member by the name of Courtney, and I just now find out that it's his fucking sister.
Well, I thought I mentioned it in passing at some point.
No! What the fuck is this?
Well, yeah.
I'm like, we don't have a lot of female Patreon members or subscribers, right? So I'm like, I wonder who this is and how they found out about us. And I had to message her because her credit card was expired or something, so the payment didn't go through. And then she was like, oh yeah, I'm Kyle's sister. I'm like, what the fuck? And I told her, I'm like, I'm going to talk shit to Kyle. And she's like, please do. So.
Good.
Well,
Win-win.
Shout out to Courtney too, sub Courtney.
He says.
So, all right, very good, very good. That's all the shout-outs I got for this week. So, alas, we left. Serious time now. Serious face. Alas, we left. The investigation into the supposed black market replicants continued as we moved on from the evening shift into the night shift of the first day. We finished up the evening shift of day 1 with Violet and Silas making their way to Runsider's Zoological, a store off the beaten path of Animoid Row that sold animoids like many of the other stores nearby, but this one specialized in old antiques, exotics, very unique and hard to get animoids. Upon arriving there, you came there because of the bird feather you found at the crime scene of the Yukon Hotel, where you found the dead body of Silas, the guy who was also dead in the morgue after being innocently shot in the back by Silas in the first episode. So,
Ellis.
Alice, whatever.
Silas is my boss.
Yeah.
Don't kill him.
So, regardless, you went to Runsider's to find out that he had already put in a call to the LAPD because his place had been broken into sometime earlier. You discovered the door had been somehow removed from the hinges, and one of the cages, a large cage in the middle of the room, the bars had been bent or pried open, and you discovered that a very specific owl, Animoid, had been taken from that cage. An owl that Runsider said was named Eden and used to belong to the one and only Eldon Tyrell. He confirmed the bird feather you had was indeed from that Animoid, and he did have some security cameras in his place, which you got the footage to, but it was very grainy and almost completely pitch black and really unable to make out anything more than someone or something was moving around. At this point, we moved into the night shift. Violet returned to the LAPD tower to work on the Esper wall and try to work on the footage. Garrick made your way to the Bright Eyes salon once more, where Hector had met up with McCoy to disastrous results. You found the owner of the shop, Serafina, cleaning up the mess that McCoy had supposedly made, and when you tried to talk to her, it seemed she was in no mood to discuss anything with you, and basically told you to fuck off. You then canvassed the surrounding neighborhood, learning from a street urchin that someone matching Silas's description had been at the salon during the afternoon shift of that day. And the street urchin said that this person appeared to be in quite a hurry and maybe a little upset or worried about something. Hector went to meet up with Styles, one of his new informants from the previous case, to see if he could shed any light with his connections to the replicant underground. Silas explained that while there were no replicants that the underground had been helping out recently, at least not during the time period that your investigation's been going on, he did say that he had heard about a new group of replicants on the scene that had been coming up in a lot of conversations, but he didn't have a lot of details outside of that as to who they were or what they might be up to. He said he would look into things for you, and if he heard or found anything, he would let you know. Silas then went to visit the Aurelian, trying to get information from him, knowing that he's probably involved with the replicant underground in some way. And the Aurelian assured him he had nothing to share, saying he did not have any recent replicants during the time you guys have been investigating. And he had really nothing else to share with you. And then Violet returned to the LAPD tower, where she went through some Esper footage, and luckily, in the last possible shift she could have, discovered Esper footage of Ellis Vale, along with a group of 5 other individuals making their way to the Yukon Hotel shortly before the other Ellis apparently left. So, that led to some more suspicions. One of the figures appeared to have some sort of large bird, either on their shoulder or on their arm, and another one of the shadowy figures really seemed familiar to some of you in the group, but you couldn't quite make out who it was or who they might be. At this point, your lead started to seemingly run out, where Violet decided to try to enhance the video footage from Runsider's security cameras, and she pushed her roll twice to make sure she did, which was a good idea because it was a much needed clue you guys needed. But in doing so, she took 2 or 3 points of stress damage and shattered herself, with reaching 0 resolve. In doing so, she discovered the footage showed what appeared to be Ray McCoy, the Blade Runner that's been assisting you on this case, as the one who broke into Runsiders and stole the owl. This caused her to have a mental collapse, where she quickly gave up on life, and what is the point in going on if the very Blade Runners she works with are the ones committing the crimes? When Silas and Garrick did not get a response from her about what she had discovered, they returned to the tower to find out she was down in the crime lab in medical, being treated for her mental break, and they too witnessed and viewed the footage, seeing the supposed McCoy at the scene of the crime. It was at this point we had reached the end of the evening shift, going into the 4th shift of the investigation. 3 of you desperately in need of downtime, else you suffer resolve damage, and Silas deciding whether he was going to continue on with the investigation or also take a break. Unfortunately, Violet, you are going to have to take downtime because you're broken. You can't do anything else. Garrick and Hector, you can choose to continue the investigation if you so wish and take a point of stress, or you may partake in downtime. And as we know, Silas has the talent married to the job, which would allow him to go 1 more shift before he has to rest. So, unless I've missed anything, looking at you, Sean, I think
there was a brief conversation at the end where Silas and Garrick had talked. Garrick told him about the guy who was described looking like him.
That's
and then
right.
Silas, with the help of a tech, we both together kind of looked up the Esper wall, and we saw the guy, and he had Silas's face, just with like a portly body.
I want to clarify. It looks exactly like Silas. It's not Silas with a portly body. It looks
okay.
It looks exactly like
A
Silas.
1-to-1.
It is Silas, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
It's not like Alfred Hitchcock wearing a Silas mask. It's
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking.
no, it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Hence
And then
why
we,
why you took the resolve test to
Right.
avoid taking damage, because first you saw McCoy, and then you see what looks exactly like Silas.
Right. Yeah. So I think that was pretty much where we ended off.
Yes, I do remember that. Okay. So that is where we will pick up in the LAPD tower. I believe Hector had already said he was going to go do downtime. He did not come to the tower with you guys. Is that still the plan, Hector?
That was my plan, yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll pick it up back in the tower as evening or night slowly turns into morning. What are the two of you going to do?
I have to go take some rest. I'm at two resolve, but
You don't have to.
I mean, I don't want to get broken off of one bad roll, but
I mean, look what Violet did for the team, and she's fine, probably.
that's fair. That's fair. Good guilt.
You sure you don't want to take a dark deal?
I love a dark deal.
Don't
We,
you dark deal us.
We need to let McCoy and the others know. Because if McCoy runs into a guy who looks exactly like you, he might trust him. And maybe they have our faces too, like the rest of us.
All right. What about this? I go to the chief.
Okay.
With this, is that text still there, Chris?
What text?
The tech guy that was
Oh, the
I was
tech.
having.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he
Okay.
just said, fuck it. I'm going on downtime, too.
This doesn't seem like an important
Where'd you
situation
go?
at all. I'm going to take a coffee break.
Don't you go anywhere.
I'm out of here. Yeah.
Don't you go anywhere. I don't know the password. So I think Silas would use the tech to get the footage of this Silas, and then, I mean, I suppose we could, like cross-reference like whatever the time is and figure out where Silas was, and have both of that footage and present that to the chief as evidence that there's at least a lookalike of Silas out there. And then, present him with all the further evidence of the differences in bodies between the two Ellises, and the McCoy footage. And essentially, I don't know, I think Silas will eventually have to have downtime. So, wondering if Chief would recommend him to be like confined to the building, LAPD. And then whatever Silas is out and about, that's the one you capture.
Okay, so like, show all this to the chief, and then you get put on lockdown and just kind of general APB. If anyone gets approached by Holbach, they're a fake.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. If that's what you want to do, I can't think of anything better, but I'm going to send messages to Violet, Hector, and McCoy. Let them know that there's potentially people running around with our faces. At least you, McCoy. They have people who look like exactly like you guys, so be careful.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to go home and maybe not try to drink myself to sleep. And then, I'll send a quick message over the Kia to all three of them, McCoy, Hector, and Violet, letting them know what we found, like the pictures, and to just be careful if you meet any one of us on the streets, because we don't know if they stole all of our faces.
Okay.
How Violet gets your message.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember, Violet is unconscious in the medical ward.
She's gonna wake up at some point, and I want to keep her updated, right? I'm trying to be a good ally and friend.
I
to
hope
my
this
other.
message finds you well.
Yeah. Will,
Dearest Violet,
will
I'm
she-
sorry
Well,
you
soon,
broke your
Balloon.
brain.
Yeah. Will she wake up?
I hope this message finds you with resolve.
I mean, that's what Coco told me, is that she'll wake up eventually.
All right.
Will it be in time? Question, Chris. Did we ever do the autopsy for the second veil, Ella's veil? I know we did the first one. I did the first
That-
one with Coco.
Happened. Let's see. That happened during the evening shift. Because you guys found the body in the afternoon shift. So
Right.
then he was brought back during the evening shift, which is when it would have taken place. So the results would have been available during the current shift you guys are in, which is the night shift. And you're about to go into shift number 5 at this point. Or, I'm sorry, shift number 4.
Well, Holbach, if you're gonna stay at the tower, might as well, talk to Coco and see what information we have about the other Ella's Veil, right?
Absolutely. I'll head down there and I'll shoot a message out to the chief.
All right, Hector.
Okay.
You get a message from Johnson as you're heading off to do whatever you're going to do in your downtime. Do you read it? And if so, do you reply to them at all? Or do you pull a Chris and go, I'm not on fucking call right now, and slam the phone down in disgust and go home?
I don't think he's gonna. He'll take a look and answer it. Like, decoys. And just like exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. It's pretty baffling. What could the timeline be? How long does it take to make a person's face?
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, I just realized we don't have our dice roller up. My bad.
Luckily, we haven't rolled any dice, so you guys haven't missed any of the crazy action. Oh, Matt's got some dice right there with it.
Yeah, I fiddle with them like a
Nice.
crazy person. Gotta do something with my hands.
I was going to share this really sweet piece of artwork of the LAPD tower.
Ooh,
Just because
that's pretty
I
cool.
think it's pretty legit.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give you
damn.
guys an idea of like how ginormous it is.
Yeah. That's neat as hell.
Indeed.
So,
Yeah, they got some great artists for this book.
Mm-hmm.
so is that it? Are we going into the next shift? Is there anything else you guys
I
want to
think so.
discuss?
No, so Garrick's heading for downtime. I was gonna Silas was gonna try and talk to the chief and then talk to Coco. That was the next course of action.
And we may want to put out a search and seizure warrant for Bright Eyes, because she was super against helping us, but obviously one of the perps was at her place talking to her.
Mhm.
Did Garrick, I guess, alert us on like a big, like group chat style thing? Like, do I know?
Yeah, he would have been like, hey,
Something?
went to Bright Eyes, got a tip that someone looking like Silas was there. We checked it, and then I would have shown you the photo of, like, the Kia photo of the Silas, like, walking away from Bright Eyes hurriedly.
I think I wanted to ask, like, in a quick sidebar, or like, are we? And I realize what I'm walking into right now. Are we certain that that wasn't the real McCoy outside of the Yukon?
You
No
didn't.
pun intended.
You didn't see McCoy outside the Yukon. You saw Ellis.
Or The man with the owl.
The bird.
That was McCoy.
That
so
was
we
that
saw
not
the
outside
silhouette
the
of-
Yukon?
We saw a silhouette of a guy with the owl or bird creature in that image, and now that we have the
Do you guys want me to
security
show
camera
you
footage of
the-
McCoy.
you want
It
me
was
to
the-
show you the pictures again?
Well, I mean, he's just making an inference that, like,
Well, I know, I'm just...
we have the security footage.
It could he could be the bad guy still,
he's
not a replicant clone of him.
He
Yes.
could be the bad guy. It's possible that the McCoy we know is the fake. We have no way of knowing. But the fact that there's a fake Silas
Yeah, that's not great.
makes me hope it's a fake McCoy.
Okay, yeah. So there was the Yukon, and then that was from.
Yeah.
There's
The other one
there's
was
another one.
surveillance
There's
from-
another one from the Yukon as well. There's this one as well. So both of those
Yeah.
have someone holding a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know who that person is at all, but we saw McCoy
And then
in.
this is the one from
pet show.
Runsiders. Yeah,
Right.
Gotcha.
he looks a little bit
So-
like Russell
Yes.
Crowe in that picture, doesn't he?
Yes.
Fighting round the world.
Oh, we're going fighting, Dougie! Dougie!
Christ.
Oh no, Tugger's gone and shot himself.
Tugger, no!
Oh my god.
Such a great episode.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I wonder what Russell Crowe thinks of that episode. I'd like to know.
They probably tried fighting it.
So yeah, we don't know that he might be the bad. He might actually
Very-
be a replicant.
Very possible.
But I mean, he did then show up at Bright Eyes with you and started kicking shit around for like no reason.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he kind of flew off the handle, I guess.
True.
I guess kind of a bigger question is,
In theory,
How
you
did
don't
they
know
get-
if that was the replicant one of him, too, to be fair. The one that was
Definitely
throwing, knocking the place apart.
like, kind of a big question is, how do they get his and Silas's face? Like,
Esper Cam.
okay, but
How do we get any information in this game, Sean? Esper
it's always
Cam.
Esper. Yeah, it's always the Esper cam.
Maybe
I'm
they can
surprised that
3D
they have
model the
access to the
face
Esper cam.
because you can go around pictures, so they can 3D scan his face pretty much.
Or
I mean-
now, hold on. Let me paint you a picture. Who else has met and dealt with a bunch of us? Well,
I said it last session, guys. We go and shoot her right now. We will not be playing a third case. We will have cracked
3 and
whatever
4
next one.
done.
Done. I'm just saying.
I don't understand why you guys don't like her. She's a nice young woman.
I mean, I don't know. I can't think of any reason that something might have happened in the last mission that I might not be super plussed about
she
her.
dresses nicely. She's business appropriate. She's focused on her job. I don't know. Maybe you should just get to know her a little bit. You ever think maybe she doesn't have any friends? Maybe that's why she isn't the most.
I know
really?
she
She
doesn't
doesn't
have
have any
friends.
friends? Oh,
That is
wow.
guaranteed.
Wonder.
Maybe that's all. Maybe it's a call for help.
Oh, okay. Is this anime? Is this
Well,
the power of friendship?
shit.
I'm gonna make the bad guy not bad by being her friend? No.
Yeah, don't you Disney prequel me?
Why is she a bad guy? She's done nothing wrong.
She's a corporate monster.
You're just jealous because she has a better job than you.
Yeah, a little bit. Both Sean and Garrick jealous.
Well, all conspiracy
Yeah,
theories aside.
Yeah, with that, Garrick's gonna peace out. It's like, all right, boys, unless there's anything else, I gotta get my government mandated 8 hours of sleepy time.
All right. So, as you soar through night, which is quickly becoming morning, the toxic sun is beginning to rise upon the toxic city. And we move into day 2, shift number 1, the morning shift. So we'll start with Violet. Yours is really simple and straightforward. Unfortunately, you must spend this shift recovering in the medical facility. You will automatically gain a point of resolve and a point of health back if you're missing any, just for resting.
Okay.
I believe... are you missing more than 1 health?
Sorry, 1 second. Pulling up my sheet. I think I am. Let's see here.
Replicants
I am.
Replicants regain 2 health when they rest.
Excellent. I'm back to full health and 1 resolve.
It just showed me Violet Lee is broken 4 times.
Yeah, like 4 times. Okay. The other thing is I am going to allow Coco himself to attempt to patch you up mentally before you
Great.
Heal. So just like in Alien, rules is written, you can't use skills to heal, health, or resolve unless someone is broken. In which case you can do medical aid in the case of health, or you can do manipulation in the case of resolve to try to basically talk somebody out of their disparity. So I'm going to let Coco do a manipulation test here. He's not amazing at it, but you could get some extra. Every success here will give you an extra point of resolve.
Awesome.
And I'll tell you what, I'll give him advantage because you are in the LAPD tower, and he's got all sorts of trinkets and tools he can use to help out.
Awesome.
Well, look at that. 2 successes from Coco.
Nice. You go, Glen Coco.
He's not the most empathetic of individuals, but he says some soothing words to you or gives you some nice migraine medication. So he would, you wake up, you're in the med bay of the crime lab, and you see Coco standing over you with like a clipboard marking some things off, and you can see Biscuits off in the corner sitting kind of close to the foot of your bed, like on a nearby desk, and Coco's looking over you. Detective? How are you feeling?
Did you get the number of that truck?
He's like looking at a screen. He's pressing some buttons. I think you had some sort of mental overload from what you were viewing on the Esper wall. At least that's what Silas and Johnson tell me.
Yeah. I don't know what quite happened. At one point I was looking through the Esper security footage and gathering some clues, and then next I remember seeing McCoy, and I just started freaking out from there, I guess, or having some sort of, I don't know if a replicant would call, talk about themselves in computer terms or not. I don't know if they...
Up to you.
They never really do that in the morning, so say I seem to have some discombobulation internally.
You can see he's taking some notes, and then he holds up like a pen, and he's like, follow, please, left to right with your eyes. And then he, takes his thumb to put up your eyelid and looks at it with a light, and he's like, look to the left, look to the right. And then, he does like some other like physical stuff, like he's touching the temples of your head. Is there any pain here? How's your head feel? Asking you a couple different questions like that. And, by the time you wake up, obviously you're still kind of in a little shock, but you can get rid of the injury on your character sheet if it's still there. And, obviously you're at full resolve at this point, so you're feeling pretty good. Definitely feels like you needed the rest. Your body, which was a little beaten and battered, is feeling much better as well. And he says, well, I think you're going to be okay, but I would would recommend you rest for a few more hours before you get back at it. You've only been out for a couple.
Thank you, Coco. I'll do that, and I'll start checking through my Kia messages that I've missed.
Yeah, you would notice your key is probably flashing, that there's a missed message, and you see, this message that Johnson has left stating that, there might be copies of all of you guys going around.
6 resolve damage, immediately unconscious.
Yeah, I guess, Chris, too, I'll send a message back to the group chat, because I don't think I got to do that before I passed out, that the photo shows McCoy walking off with Eden, the owl.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are free to discuss, even though you guys because you have your Kias, you can always kind of freely talk, so if you guys actually want to have a conversation, you may.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll call Silas. I'll ring him up.
He would still be in the building, so I think eventually he'd make his way to where we are.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, yeah, he comes in, I'll be like, Silas, it was him. Maybe not necessarily reading through all my messages yet or understanding the replicant thing.
Him?
Yeah. Check this out. And assuming I have it saved on my Kia or something, I can show him the picture to reference.
So, I guess that's a good point to bring up. So, you discovered this while using the technology in the tower. So, your Kias can access all that stuff remotely, unless it's something like restricted, in which case you actually have to go to the mainframe yourself. So the question would be, would you have uploaded that as evidence to the case at this point? Well, I guess not, because you passed out while you were looking at it. So
yeah,
you don't,
because of that technicality. Yeah.
So it's not been uploaded yet, unless Garrick or Holbach uploaded it when they watched it.
Oh, I think when Garrick and I would part ways, I would have uploaded everything we had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, yes, you can pull
McCoy
up your
and
Kia.
on the picture of Silas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll point to it and I'm like, looks like McCoy to me. But why would he be stealing the owl?
Violet, there's a lot more going on. And Silas would use his device to flip to the artificial Holbach, and then hopefully at that point the tech.
Artificial Holbach, I just want to...
Well, so I would have the tech put two of the images side by side with the date and time similar, and just kind of look at Violet and go, apparently I'm in two places at once these days.
Well, that's a good point. Let's well, first of all, Broke Babe, thank you for joining us again. Good to see you back on the stream here. Let's make a roll to see if they can actually find any footage of you, because at the time that you see the Silas going into Bright Eyes was the time that you guys were at the Yukon Hotel, you and Violet. So let's, do we have like generic NPCs? Here we go, typical NPCs. Lab technician. We'll do a tech roll here. This will represent either if the guy makes it, or if he got it in time, to
Can I assist this man?
Yes. What is your tech?
My tech is a D.
Alright, so roll that, just the tech dice, please.
Just the tech.
This guy's not bad. He doesn't need your help.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't push it, can I?
No, you don't push it.
You're trying to tell him how to open a PDF, and he's like, yeah, Grandpa, I got it.
Now listen, this is the on button.
So you do have, you are able to get some things. You do have pictures 2 different times a day that, are of people that look like Silas.
Okay. Yeah, so Silas would show that to Violet, and kind of walk her through the rest of the messages. Apparently, they're using us as scapegoats, or I don't know, but there are duplicates of us out there. I'm not sure if it's, just humans, or if they're going after, they're making replicant clones as well.
Have you guys tried contacting McCoy yet?
We already sent a message out, yeah. Still waiting from the chief, too.
Oh, you sent a message to the chief as well?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
That usually doesn't end well for you, Kyle.
Hey, man, this is actually the quickest that he sent evidence to the chief. He is trying his dick off to get back in the good graces.
Being a super Boy Scout.
Oh yeah, man. Brought that evidence for you.
Well, yeah, I need a little bit more rest, I think, before I get back into it. But, I'll be here.
Yeah, take it easy. We're on it, whatever it is. I'm gonna wait until I talk to Chief, but my plan is probably to quarantine myself and have an APB put out for me, so wherever I am, they can capture me.
You said you guys think they may have made more? Like one of me?
We're not sure. I mean, the pattern is that we're seeing Blade Runners have clones of themselves out there. So I'm not sure if it's just humans or if it crosses into replicant territory as well.
All right, well, watch your back out there.
Always. Now rest up, kid. And Silas would put his hat back on and head out.
Okay. All right. So, just to clarify, once you and Johnson part ways, you are sending messages to the chief and to McCoy?
Correct.
Basically filling them in on all the stuff you just discovered?
Correct.
Okay.
Chris, before I end my section, I'll call Sully too. I don't need a role play through it. I'll just let him know where I'm at and what's up, because obviously I didn't come home, so.
Yeah, he would obviously be worried, but when you call him, I mean, it's not uncommon for you to sometimes be gone for 4 shifts with your job and all. So I think you have the talent now too, right?
Yeah, married to the job.
So.
Oh yeah, you are.
But
welcome.
But yeah, great talent to pick up when you just adopted a kid.
But for that purpose,
right there.
For that purpose, I'm gonna tell him about the case, and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm in, the repair lounge or wherever I'm at LAPD.
It's a med bay. It's just the med bay. It's nothing.
So I'm gonna say, keep yourself indoors. If I'm gonna say if I'll agree on a code word or something. If I come to the door, it's not me.
Okay. All right.
And I'll just kind of, tell him
word?
about, cupcakes. Anyway, so just just I'll let him know as much as I know about the case,
Okay. Yeah.
from when I last updated him.
Yeah, we'll assume you fill him in on everything. And high or low?
Hi, baby.
Sarah asked to speak with you.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Put her on.
So, she asked you a couple questions, like how your day is going and how the case is going, and if you would please give me a insight check.
Oh, okay.
ooh.
Coming up.
Okay.
2 successes.
So you can tell she seems a bit more talkative and animated than she has since you and Sully adopted her. And, you have a short conversation with her. She asks a couple questions, and, if you ask her anything, she answers those as well. And when Sully gets back on the phone, or the Kia, he says, he basically says something along the lines of, she seems to kind of be coming out of her shell a little bit. Maybe you were right. Maybe having a little stability is helping her.
It makes me feel really good. It's something to come back home to.
So, yeah, I would say if you wish, you can change your key relationship to Sarah instead of Sully. Up to you. You don't have to, but I think if there was going to be a time, this would be the time to do it.
Oh. I'm sorry, in game terms, what does that change?
Sometimes
that has something to do with stress?
There's events that you can get when you do downtime, and also if you spend time with your key relationship, you can reduce stress as well. So, just an option. You don't have to do it, but
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't really prepared to think about it. I'll keep it as Sully for right now.
okay. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess we will switch it over to Holbach since he's there at the LAPD. So you send messages to McCoy and the chief, and McCoy says, I'll be there soon. We can talk. And the chief would probably just want to see you, especially because you're there in the building.
Oh yeah, then he'd make a beeline for the chief.
Okay. Well, we see the usual office. Chief looks exhausted and overworked like he usually is. And he's like, all right, fill me in.
Well, whatever's happening, I think we have a situation where they're duplicating Blade Runners, and he would show him the various evidence, the footage of McCoy with the owl, the 2 different Silases in 2 different locations at the same time, and all of Violet's uploaded stuff. So, and Silas would say, "Look, Chief, I'm trying to piece this together. We're finding stuff left and right. I just, I'm trying to keep you in the loop as much as possible, as fast as possible."
He's just.
And my thought is, if there is a clone, another me out there, a clone of me, we should put out an APB for me, and I'll just lay low here. The only one that knows the idea is Garrick, Violet, and you. and McCoy.
He's kind of scratching his chin, listening. So you want to lay low here while the others try to track down this duplicate.
Well, I wouldn't be sitting on my ass. I'd be on the Esper wall.
And where are you gonna look?
Well, whatever the tech kid's name was that he'd been working with. I was working with that Charlie kid, and he was helping me find different times where I would be around the city. If I work with him again, maybe we can backtrack and find where the other Silas was going and work in reverse. Otherwise, we wait until we hear from anyone who sees me and flag him down, try and capture.
The chief looks at you with kind of a incredulous look. Says, "That's a great idea, Holbach. Except the fucking Esper footage has already been deleted at this point." And as he's about to go into a tirade and rip you apart again, the door opens and you see McCoy walk in. And he's like, "Not disturbing anything, am I?" "Shut the fuck up, McCoy. Sit down." And he comes in and he lights up a cigarette and says, "Quite the turn in the investigation, huh?" Well, I guess not. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, and then the chief looks at you. He's like, "Are you gonna answer him, Holbach? What the fuck?"
Yeah, Holbach would kind of shake it off and, fill in McCoy and his idea of, putting out an APB on himself.
He's like, "Yeah, but, I mean, you got any other leads where this duplicate might be? Or might have been?"
Where do we see Silas, other
Bright
Silas
Eyes.
coming out?
He was
Bright
a
Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than Bright Eyes, my other lead was tracking down more information on this artificial owl and the feather. So I'm wondering if anything's going on in Animoid Row, because that would be the most logical place for shit like that to go down.
He's kind of sitting there mulling this over, and you can see the chief is getting impatient. He's starting to tap his fingers on his desk, and he's like, "Look, you do what you want, but I don't think it's gonna be pertinent to the case just sitting here doing nothing. That's just my 2 cents."
Well, so Chris, this is the first morning shift, so this is my fourth.
Yes, this is your 4th shift.
Okay, so I would have
Like, you can do
Time
something
to do-
else this shift, because we're going to assume talking to the chief and McCoy is not going to be your whole day. So if you want to do something this shift, you can, other than stay at the
All right.
Esper wall. It's up to you. So,
all right. Silas would look at McCoy and say, "Want to go for a ride?"
give me a manipulation test. And he would ask you, he's like, you're obviously telling him like what you think about the Silas double. He's like, why do you think they have a double of me? And why the fuck is it stealing an owl?
Silas would shake his head and kind of say, the only thing I can think of is blackmail, manipulation, getting a stain on the LAPD. Who knows?
Well, if you're thinking it's some sort of blackmail or something to drag our names in the mud, he's like, maybe it's best we keep it, between us. And he kind of looks at you and the chief.
Yeah, so far it's just us, right? Him and McCoy that we've seen.
I mean, you guys have uploaded this to the mainframe, so it is in
Oh.
the mainframe at this point. And
Well,
you can tell that's probably what McCoy is kind of getting at, but he's going to try to make a roll here to convince the chief, and you can go ahead and make your manipulation roll when you ask him to join you.
okay.
I gotta make a roll for him too. So the chief kind of looks at him. He's like, he's got a point. Holbach, just take that stuff off the mainframe for now. Just keep it between the team on the case. Might have to play this one a little closer to the chest.
Can I?
Manipulation is opposed by insight, if I recall.
So,
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
How many successes did you have?
just one.
One. All right. McCoy's like, I mean, the rest of your team's on break right now. Maybe it's best we split up, try to cover more ground, keep the momentum while we have it.
All right. Silas would look at him and say, Bright Eyes or Anemoid Row?
I can check out Anemoid Row if you want. Got a couple contacts there. I can go back to Bright Eyes too if you want. I don't care. Whatever you want, Holbach.
Yeah, if he wants to check out Anemoid Row, Silas will check out Bright Eyes. Or no? No? What?
No,
Sean's laughing.
I'm laughing, but I'm not there, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Fuck, man. I don't know. Silas is fucking tired, dude.
Brother, I get it.
All right, Anemoid Row it is.
All right.
Let me know what you find. And he just nods to the chief and heads back down the hall. The chief is kind of staring at you. Any other bright ideas?
Silas would kind of bow his head, shake it, and slink out of the room.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the Bright Eye Salon. That's the plan?
Alright, dude.
I can go to one of the other players. You want to think about what you're gonna do? You think about what you've done here, okay?
Yeah, let me think about
That's
it.
so accusatory.
All right. So let's go to Hector. What's Hector up to these days? So remember, during downtime, you can tell me what you are gonna do to go relieve your stress. But in game terms, you decide whether you're gonna spend your downtime at home or out on the city streets, and we roll to see what random event, if any, happens in addition to whatever it is you're doing. I've already rolled these up ahead of time, one for each. That way we don't have to roll here. So I have some things in mind. So Hector, what is it you want to do for downtime as you are fucking frazzled at the pace of this case and all the weird shit that's happening?
Yeah, I don't think he's feeling like too much moxie to get out and like have a night on the town. So I think Hector's gonna pop in and just like head home and maybe collate some data on his like kind of paranoid red string board, which he keeps related to his old mentor Nathan, and like relationships and things he's trying to figure out amongst people in the LAPD. Is like got a big post-it note that says McCoy on it that he's going to add to the wall as under the shit list, basically.
Okay.
Of like in the possibly corrupt cops section, and have a cup of tea and like ponder.
Okay. So you're in your apartment. There's a hazy, kind of yellowish glow over the city as the sun is trying to peek through the toxic clouds. You heat up some tea. Right? Maybe you buy some on the way back to the apartment. You're going through like your old case files. You're looking over. Why don't you tell us and the listeners a little bit about this superior of yours? Because we have a little bit of information, but I don't think we really have the whole story. So kind of tell us what's going on in Hector's head and what is kind of this part of his backstory that we really haven't dived into yet.
Well, I think kind of he was working with Nathan from more or less its inception and internal affairs, and had pretty much been kind of like his second in command as like in help investigating as kind of like Nathan was a sergeant, so like not a chief-esque manager, and would get out onto cases and investigate other officers, and as he got embroiled with more and more, I guess, how do we want to say it? Salacious details of the some of the corrupt cops, like dark dealings and things of that nature. They had like been gathering evidence to try to crack a case, and Nathan just sort of fell off the face of the earth, and Hector was swiftly transferred over and kind of locked out of any official channels to investigate. So it's kind of just been like personally trying to gather up a bunch of miscellaneous data points to try to piece things together, but it's kind of just like going off of more or less vibes of different members of the LAPD as he comes across them, and trying to figure out if there's somebody that he can trust out there.
And what were the specifics of the case again that you guys were investigating that you told me so far? That he disappeared after you guys started investigating?
Yeah, I think...
I mean, I recall if you want me to...
if you've got it.
Yeah. So the case in question was there were two LAPD officers that were in a situation where they got into a gunfight with a suspect. And at the end of it, one of the LAPD officers was killed. And during your investigation, you guys found conflicting evidence in regards to the scene of the crime and a few other things that didn't add up. And the other issue is that the surviving LAPD officer has had infractions against them before for misconduct and things like that. And so this raised a red flag to you guys, and you started doing a little bit more digging. But before Nathan could file any sort of final report or come to a conclusion, he disappeared. And shortly after that, you were transferred to the Rep Detect unit with seemingly no celebration or any fanfare. So,
yeah.
you're going through old files. You're looking over things. You got this case board up on your your wall here, and your vid phone that you have in your apartment begins to ring.
I'll answer it.
You answer it, and there's no response. There's a long silence for several seconds. Do you do anything? Or say anything?
After a bit of silence, he'll wait, kind of give it a long pause, say, "Hello? Is anyone there?"
Give me a observation check, please.
Stats. Observation. It's not a great one. Guess
You want to push?
I can do it. Got a success there.
So you're kind of straining your ears, and then you can very faintly hear the sound of breathing on the other side of the phone. And after you say hello, there's a couple more seconds of silence, and then you hear a voice that says, "Give it up." And then the phone goes click.
Give it up. I guess, I don't know. Are there any sort of line trace, sort of, or I guess low tech would be just to call back the same number, see if there's any info on that end.
Well, you realize, you just kind of just answered the phone, right? It just pick it up. Someone's calling. You realize when you look down, it's from Nathan's number.
From his phone.
Please roll me, is it insight against stress? Yeah, insight versus, this will be a stress 2 event. All right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it obviously it bothers you, but it doesn't shake you to your core or anything. But it is perplexing and worrying.
Someone's active on his line again. Guess Hector kind of gets a list of it, Nathan's old his home locations, and tries to collate some places that call might have been made from. Or would that be like a Kia cell phone? Could you trace that through the, I guess, network?
I'm sorry. You're trying to trace the call?
I'm just wondering if that's a possibility. I don't know what the...
I don't think the Kia could do that. I think you'd probably have to do that from the tower and get a wiretap or a department in the tower that like specializes in tracing a call. He probably like would call dispatch up, I imagine, and put in a request to do a trace.
Gotcha. Yeah, so if someone just has the device, there's not a lot I can like follow that back to.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're not on the line anymore.
Those dirtbags.
Regardless, you do regain a point of resolve and 2 points of health if you're missing any for having a chance to rest.
Nice.
Is there anything else you wish to do?
I don't think so. I guess, no.
Okay. All right. Well, that leads us to Mr. Johnson. What are you doing to relax?
I think he'd go and try to maybe find like some batting cages and just zone out for a few hours and just try to hit balls.
Okay. All right. Well, what do we have for you here? Okay. So you get to a place where you are able to do just that, and you're swinging away and swinging away, and on your way back, maybe you stop to get some breakfast or something, and you're sitting at this, I don't know, what kind of food would you grab for breakfast?
Yeah, some kind of like pancakes, like a hearty pancakes, eggs, and bacon breakfast.
Okay, all right. So you're at this stall, which is the Flapjack King, and you sit down, and it's obviously all fake, right? It's all just protein of some sort, but it still smells and looks like pancakes. And as you're sitting there eating, you can tell somebody sits down next to you, and you see a woman. She's got really short, like booty shorts. She's got almost knee-high black boots. She's got a black halter top with a red leather jacket, kind of like a faded red, short sleeve, just above her waist, and it's got almost like the belt is almost like a bow, the way that it ties, and she's got kind of dirty blonde hair, and the tips of the hair are dyed kind of purplish and pink, and she's all dolled up. She's got like really bright pink and purple nail polish, and she's got kind of matching lipstick and eyeshadow as well, and you can tell it's definitely a working girl of some sort. And she orders something, and she's sitting there, and she kind of looks over to you, and kind of eyes you up and down for a second, and she's like, "Look like you've had a day."
Yeah, every day seems to be a day for me.
It's like, yeah, what's going on?
And I'll just kind of like pull my jacket to the side and show her like my badge. Well, working for the LAPD isn't stress-free.
She kind of looks at it and smiles. She's like, "Yeah, I'd imagine not. Maybe I can help you out with that."
Well, since you got information on the streets, I'm not really looking for what you might be selling.
She's like, "You sure? I've worked with cops before. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Take your mind off all your troubles?"
No, I think I need to focus on these troubles. That's the problem. But I appreciate the offer, which I assume would come with a monetary transaction.
Very deductive of you, detective.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually just a beat cop hoping to one day make detective, so that's really boosting my confidence. Thanks for that.
She just smiles. She's like, don't bullshit a bullshitter. It's like, I can tell a detective when I see one.
Yeah. It's a little early for you to be working, isn't it?
We all got bills to pay. Or maybe it's just a really late night. Sometimes I lose track of time.
Could be. I'm Detective Johnson. What's your name?
You can call me whatever you want.
Okay. Not really what I was going for, but that's fine.
Man, you're a drag. She's like, you can call me Ginger.
Okay, Ginger. Pleasure to meet you.
She holds out a hand, very, like, ladylike.
Yeah, he'll shake it. Gently.
She takes a sip of whatever she ordered to drink. She says, so you come to this flapjack stand often?
No, first time here, really. Just generally wander the city and find new places.
She's like, so, what kind of cases are you working on right now? I'm sure you've got a million stories to tell.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on a case of mistaken identity, it seems. Someone wearing the face of another man. Trying to figure out where he got it and what he's doing.
She's like, in the literal sense or the figurative sense?
No, literal. Yeah, he's literally wearing the face of another person. But not like he stole the face from the person, he just had, like, the same face.
Either way, it's kind of fucked up, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's Los Angeles for you. You know any kind of places that can offer that kind of cosmetic changes? Pretty high quality?
Give me a manipulation roll, please.
Manipulation. 2 successes.
She's like, well, there's a couple here and there. One of the ones I know the most of is a place called Bright Eyes.
Yeah. I've heard that name before.
Yeah, Seraphine. She does some pretty good work. Not too expensive. I mean, not top of the line or anything, but, you know, she's got a reputation.
And what's that reputation?
She's like, well, not everything's free, officer.
And I will slide her a bribe.
Okay. She's like, if you're not going to pay me for my company, you can pay me for my time. And,
That's
okay.
a fair trade.
If you give her a Chinyan point, she tucks it down her shirt. And she says, well, word out in the street is Seraphine is pretty keen with the replicants, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good to know. Anything else you can offer for that payment?
She's like, sure. And she gives you a wry smile.
Yeah, I was talking about
And
information.
she does the Sharon Stone leg cross.
Tempting, but I need more information and not that.
Give me another manipulation with advantage.
Okay. 3 successes.
She's like, well, this is a pretty easy way to make some extra chin yen, so I've heard it said, you didn't hear this from me, by the way, but I've heard it said that she works with the Replicant Underground. Sympathizer of some caliber.
Well, that's news. All right. This has been a pretty good breakfast. Thank you, Ginger.
Could have been better.
And I'll get. Could have been, but I got to be focused. And I'll give her like my card or whatever. I'm like, if you ever need any help with the law, let me know. I'll see if I can help out.
Wow. Honest and chivalrous. I will keep that in mind. And she actually tucks that like in her little purse that she's got. She's like, well, detective, I got more bills to pay. So, best of luck on your case.
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
And she saunters away with her hips waving very incredibly exaggeratedly as she leaves.
An unbelievable sachet.
Chris, more exaggerated than when Quell walked away?
Yes. Yes.
80% chance that was a trap. I was gonna get got.
All right. Well, you heal a point of health and a point of resolve if you need it. Since you are not a replicant, you only get 1 health. But should be that. Okay. That leads us back to Detective Holbach. What are you going to do with your shift?
Let's try looking at some. They were trying to find those Deckard case files, right? Would I be able to access those?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Didn't you guys already get those? I don't recall. Frog, I think you were looking into that at one point?
I think I just asked generally if we knew anything about Rachel and so on, and we only got into kind of the cursory level of things. If I remember.
Yeah, I don't think we researched them fully. I think we just talked that they exist and who they were.
Right, because Frog went to Quell and saw or heard the.
Yeah, I mean, are you
Yeah,
going to the
those ones.
Are you going to the mainframe and just looking through there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a. I don't think you need to spend any resources to get to the mainframe, do you?
Well, there's classified and unclassified, so it depends on which one his stuff is.
Well, give me a roll with regular, unclassified. See what you find. So it's going to be a tech roll with advantage.
Okay. Never mind. That's pretty good.
I'll keep that.
Okay. And what specifically are you looking for?
Anything to do with Rachel's files, anything standing out there, anything to do with manipulation of existing people to use as like doppelgangers or
So the stuff that you do find is that you find basic information about Deckard. He was a Blade Runner back in 2019. Was on the Force for a while, one of the better known ones. He occasionally worked with another Blade Runner named Gaff, but it seems like most Blade Runners, they tend to work solo. You discover that he obviously is the one that did the Void Comp test to Rachel, and there seems to be a strange lack of, like, what happened to him, or, like, if he retired, or if he was killed in the line of duty. Like, it's just like his file just kind of ends, but there's no like, closing paperwork to it.
Would there be a way?
How many successes did you have?
2.
Okay, so with 2, you would be able to figure out that there is probably classified files on him and his cases that you need to request access to.
Okay.
So it'll cost a... Let's see. Oh, it could be 1 or more. Let me see what this would be. It's going to cost 2 promotion points to get this.
Okay.
And then I'll need another tech roll with advantage to actually access the files and start going through them.
Okay. Alright, 2 down and an advantage.
As you're going through this, it doesn't seem like they're really like intentionally hidden. It's very clear there's like a lot of red tape to go through to get to this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, 1 success. So, are you pushing it? Okay. All right. 2 successes. Okay. So you discover that Deckard was put on a case to deal with several rogue replicants, including the one that shot Chief Holden back when he was a Blade Runner, which ended up in him getting his iron lung. You discover that this case and these replicants had been off-world, and they returned to Earth in an attempt to confront Eldon Tyrell to extend their lifespans, because these were N6s, which had a limited lifespan. And Deckard retired, was it 2 of them? He shot Priss at the Snake Pit Lounge.
No. He shot the other lady at the Snake Pit. He shot Priss at the dude.
Oh, at the apartment. That's right. There were 2.
Yeah.
I was like, who was the 4th one? Okay. So yes, and then did he shoot Kowalski? I don't remember. Wasn't that in the streets? They were like jumping on the cabs and shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he retired 3 of the 4 replicants, and the last one, Roy Batty, he pursued into that apartment where he shot Priss, and he actually you don't get the full story of what happened, but you can tell that he did not retire him. He died because his lifespan was over. But during that investigation, Eldon Tyrell was assassinated by these rogue replicants. And after that, it appears that both Deckard and Rachel disappear. The other thing that... Well, give me an insight check on this, and I will... let's see if you can figure anything else out here.
Insight. 1 second. Just straight up.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Impressive. You're looking at like this picture of Rachel as you're listening to the Voight conversation again, and you realize that she looks a little familiar, and she looks a little bit like Leah from the first case.
Oh man.
She has a different hairstyle, obviously. She's got much more of like a retro hairstyle, whereas Leah had the short bob. But now, like, when you like cover the hair and just look at their faces, they look really similar. Not like exact copies, but they could be sisters.
Interesting. Yeah, Silas would take note of that. Probably like, screenshot or whatever. And yeah, so is there like a separate, like just to the chief I can do?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so just,
Or you could just walk upstairs and talk to him too,
Well, he's got precious time. I don't want to have to.
That's
Definitely-
that is fair. That is a very fair point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You run downstairs. You find one piece of evidence. You run back upstairs. Look what I found, Chief. You go back downstairs. Like, come back up.
Definitely keep going into his office and bugging him.
No, fuck you, Violet. You're the worst.
There's gonna be gunshots up on the 10th floor. Yeah.
Oh
You
no.
like
Yeah.
you like update me, and I'm like, yeah, I think you should go tell the chief in person.
You can hear the gunshots resounding through the vent system. You can tell that they are not on stun. Too soon? Too soon? Okay, yeah, you've got a private line. You can send a private message to him. No problem.
Yeah, just a short message, saying they had interest in Deckard's files, so was just going through them, seeing what was standing out, and noticed that just the case before this, we were dealing with what could have been Rachel's sister in looks. And yeah, update him on the, well, I mean, he probably knows enough about Deckard. And he would also ask if he, the chief, might know anything or that he would deem helpful about Deckard, or if he's still alive.
He says, "Come to my office."
Man.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
Silas would take his hat off and trudge upstairs.
All right. So, make your way back up to Holden's office, and he doesn't seem as annoyed. He says, "So, old Deckard's involved in some of this somehow, huh?"
Well, Chief, for some reason, that was the point of interest for some of these folks was Deckard's files. So, going through them and noticed that this Rachel that he boycotted has a striking resemblance to the replicant from that previous case we had. And that's a little fishy.
And then, what did you ask him about Deckard in particular?
Oh, if the chief knows anything anything more about him, if there would be any reason some weird replicant terrorist, well, besides the obvious of him hunting down replicants, but a special interest of a group of rogue replicants with doppelgangers trying to learn more about Deckard.
Well, I don't, Haven't heard from Deckard ever since 2019. Heard rumors, but I was in the hospital at the time. I heard from another old timer, Gaff, that he took off. Maybe took off with Rachel, but don't know. Both of them kind of vanished off the face of the earth, so couldn't say for sure.
Yeah, that's what the files imply as well. Yeah, I think for Silas, the idea of some nefarious thing against the LAPD is unshakable, but I think he would just look at the chief and go, that's what I found for now. We'll keep digging and head out there.
He's like, all right, Holbach. Deckard was old school, retired a lot of reps in his day. I mean, we all did back then. Reliable. They called him back in on that case after I was taken out. To my understanding, it wasn't exactly something he wanted to do, but he was kind of dragged back into it. So maybe there's already a chip on his shoulder. Maybe that's why he up and left once the case was over.
I could see that.
Yeah. He kept to himself. Didn't really talk much about himself or his past. At least not to me. Like most of us, like to work alone. Was good at it. But yeah, don't even know if he's alive anymore.
Yeah, Silas would gesture with his hat, well, Chief, I'll get back to it then. And unless the chief stops him, he'd head out.
No, you can actually tell that he was probably getting ready to go call it a night and actually get some much needed shut eye as well. I mean, he always looks exhausted, but yeah, you can tell he's probably staying up, burning the midnight oil because of this case in particular. But unlike NPCs in a video game, he does actually go home and sleep. He's not always behind his desk 24/7. So we'll say he's getting his coat on when you come in there, and he shares a few words with you as you guys maybe you escort him to the garage, and then he hops in a spinner or whatever.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're at our halfway point here, so we'll take our break. Silas, you'll need to decide whether or not you're going to take downtime or not, because you are going to be at shift 5, as we are moving now into shift number 2 of day 2. This will be the afternoon shift, and then everyone else, you'll need to decide what you want to do. So, listeners, we're going to go grab some Dr. Pepper. I'm not sure what I'm going to have tonight. So you guys saw in the chat, I have quite the selection to choose from. So,
oh boy,
we will be back in a few moments.
All right, BRB.
All right.
Another classic.
Yeah, good old
That's a great one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got, for the first time since I had this fucking mug from Romulus, we're finally using it.
Ooh.
Because it almost fits an entire one of those, like, what are they, like, half a liter bottles, whatever they are, the ones that are like bigger than a soda can that you get like at the gas station.
Like Is that 16 or 24 ounce? I don't
One
remember.
of those, right? It almost fits
Yeah.
the entirety of that, so that's what we're doing tonight. I feel so cultured drinking soda out of a mug. Oh my god.
Look at
it's so
Mr.
good.
3-egg money. He
Yep.
can even pay for mugs for his Dr. Pepper.
It's Scar sent me a thing that I should just get a soda dispenser installed in my kitchen today.
One of those like soda streams with the
Yeah, it's
Dr.
only
Pepper.
it's only $700. Yeah.
Well, you can get a soda stream, which is, much cheaper, but you have to
Yeah.
buy like the CO2 canisters and everything.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe if I had a house and a whole like
I
Dr.
mean-
Pepper themed like bar,
Mhm.
that's what I would do. Anyway, okay, so we are back. We are moving into the afternoon shift of day 2. What is everybody going to do? Do you guys start off with any discussions, or just start going about your day?
Yeah.
I mean, I would check in. Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Well, I was just like, we should all check in. It's like,
Yeah, you guys can do that.
because 3 of us are basically out of commission, so.
Cool, great talk.
I'm glad Holbach answered. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say good idea would be to maybe have someone talk to Quell about the owl. See if there's anything super important about the owl. Why? I don't know. Are we assuming this is like a terrorist cell or like a gang or something?
Do you fill them in on what little new information you have come across?
Oh yeah, with Deckard, yeah, and the case files, yes.
Are we on like a
and,
Zoom call together?
Yeah.
Use Teams at the LAPD, okay?
Well, because he's
I'm sure they
Holbach's off.
I'm sure they have their own proprietary app that you guys have to use,
Yeah.
courtesy of Walls Corporation.
Of course.
Yeah, so they know they're monitoring this. Awesome.
Right.
Quill is watching it right
Hey,
now.
hey, well,
Yeah.
Hi.
She just wants a friend, man. She lives vicariously through you guys, through your conversations. in the
Yeah,
group
I
chat.
bet. I bet.
So weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, and Silas would be, unfortunately, I have to take off.
Good luck, kids.
Yeah,
so
I'll have fun now.
we learned that there was more stuff going on with Deckard's case. He retired a couple replicants who then assassinated Tyrell. And Tyrell's pet project replicant looks like
Leah.
Leah, our previous comrade at the LAPD.
Yes.
Cool.
Did McCoy say what he was gonna go do, or what ends he was tying up, or where he was at in the investigation? Did he share any leads with anyone? I didn't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean, Silas told him to go
Did
to
he?
Animoid Row, and he said okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, if he did or not, yeah. Silas would say, I told him to check up on Animoid Row, see if he could follow up on anything with the owl, but who's to say if he did or not?
Feel suspicious about him.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Something I learned was talk to some people on the streets, and the most well-known person that they know of being able to do any kind of like facial construction or reconfiguration is Bright Eyes. And Bright Eyes seems to have a connection with the replicant underground. So we may want to do that search and seizure warrant, see if there's anything that we can find there that will lead us to the guy who's got Holbach's face.
That sounds more worthwhile than talking to Quell. The more we involve her in things, the more she's going to sneak her little tendrils into you guys. I don't trust her. I've been pretty adamant about that.
Yep.
I don't think it's a good idea talking to her or going to her for information or help unless it's absolutely necessary.
So, Chris, question.
Mm-hmm.
We tracked down Leah in the first case, and then we found her at Lilith Tyrell's memory lab. Did she and Lilith look like anything alike?
You guys actually discovered when Violet and Silas first spoke with Dr. Tyrell that Lilith is part of a line of replicants that were based off of... I'm sorry. Leah was from a line of replicants that were based off of Lilith's appearance.
Okay.
Just like you... Actually, I don't think you guys realized something else. That was something different. But yes, you guys did realize that out. She explained that to you, and she said that the reason is the Wallace Corporation. It was kind of like an homage to her. Like, you know, you're the niece of the guy that basically made replicants. So, as a way to like honor her, they made one line of replicants in her image.
Okay. So, with that knowledge, we have Ellis Vale, the replicant, went to Wallace Corp to try to steal a memory where this replicant, Rachel, is going through a void contest. Then Rachel looks like Leah, and Leah is based off of the daughter of Eldon Tyrell,
Niece.
Lilith, and
The niece, not the daughter.
Niece, okay. Niece of Eldon Tyrell. And then they also stole Eldon Tyrell's owl Animoid. It feels like all these connections are pointing to the Tyrell Corporation, and the only living relative we have is the daughter of Lilith Tyrell. Should we put her into protective custody?
He passed away.
The daughter.
The daughter of Lilith Tyrell is your daughter now.
Who you have adopted.
No, oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Lilith.
No, yeah, I totally remember she got gunned down.
What? He is talking about Lilith. Sarah is Lilith's daughter.
Right. Sarah, who you have adopted, is the only living connection.
Let's time out. All right, just so everyone's on the same page. Eldon Tyrell, head of the Tyrell Corporation, made the replicants, assassinated by Roy Batty and the rogue replicants, who Deckard ultimately retired or died.
Yeah.
Lilith Tyrell, Eldon Tyrell's niece, and as far as you guys are aware, only living relative. She inherited the company after he died. Company went under. Eventually everything was sold and bought by Wallace Corporation. Lilith Tyrell comes back in the previous case file as a contractor of memory designs for Wallace Corporation. She has a daughter, Sarah. As far as you guys know, they are both humans. And then Leah, an N9 Blade Runner replicant, is modeled after the appearance of Lilith. Obviously a younger Lilith, because the Lilith you met was older, and the Leah model looked like she was in her 20s, maybe 30s. So, and now you have discovered Rachel looks very similar to Leah, which is leading you to believe that she's also part of the same line, or that maybe she was modeled after Lilith. You don't know, because obviously Rachel would not have been an N9 because they didn't exist back then. She might have been an N7.
N7, maybe.
Because she could have been the prototype to the N7s. You don't know that specific, or she could have just been a really advanced N6, but you don't know the details on that.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep, all tracking.
All right.
Yeah.
Any questions that need clarifying?
I guess kind of question that just occurred. Do we know who Eldon Tyrell's daughter is?
No.
Or son? No? Okay.
You do not.
So, yeah. They're targeting, like, Tyrell Corporation stuff. They targeted the memory with Rachel. And then they nabbed the owl of Tyrell. Should we put Tyrell's now only living relative under protective custody? Sarah, who is you have adopted?
I mean, Violet thinks about that. Is she safe within the home with Sully? Is getting her more involved in the LAPD putting her at greater risk because there's obviously moles and other people that are clearly have some dealings within the LAPD as far as pleasing the Wallace Corporation? I think I would respond to that, that Sully's got her for right now. He'll keep her safe. Less people know where she's at, the better. And I think the less we keep out the LAPD out of this, the better.
Well, her adoption would have been probably public knowledge, right?
Sure, but do you think they're scrubbing through all these? I mean, if they are, maybe they're tracking her, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know how apparent that would be necessarily.
Like, they somehow found out where Tyrell's owl was.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, and maybe she doesn't matter to them, don't know, but it, like, there's connections pointing to Tyrell's corporation, so it seems like that's kind of a big issue. But just a thought, you're her guardian if you don't want to do it.
I can think of one character that'd make a great babysitter for Sarah.
You're thinking of Quell. And that's because,
Maybe she just wants a child in her life to care for. Maybe that's the void.
First she wanted a friend, now she wants a child.
A child can be your friend, all right?
No, okay.
Okay, Diddy, yeah.
Settle down, Epstein.
Whoa. I think Quell would make an excellent mother, okay? She hasn't had the chance to experience that joy. I can't say that with a straight face. Children are not a joy. They're not a joy at all.
Oh, brother.
Brother.
All right, so what else we got? We got
Not
Bright
too
Eyes.
much. There's the Bright Eyes, and then there's rumblings of the Seawall Shantytown being a hotbed of replicant activity. And if there's, a group of these face-changing, sort of shakedown, violent thieves, maybe we could just kick the tires and see what's going on by taking a look around there.
Yeah.
But it's a real long shot.
Yeah. We could also try hitting up the Yukon Hotel and seeing if the proprietor can give us descriptions of the 5 people that came in with Ellis Vale. We already know one of them probably looked like Holbach. One might have looked like McCoy. Violet, when you went there, did he give you any kind of weird looks? Had he seen you before?
Are you talking about the proprietor of the Yukon?
Yeah.
No, I guess it's in-game knowledge that he looked at Silas strangely, but I don't know. Can I make an insight test and see if I noticed anything odd? In the same way, he looked at Silas oddly.
That opportunity has passed.
Yeah. I'll just say, I don't think so. He, he wasn't excited to see us here, but
no one is. Let's be honest. Everybody hates
and he was less excited when he found out we were detectives. And, all I can say is he had general shock With the discrepancy with his description of our tall, thin guy. So
Yeah. That's probably a bust to go back there. So
I don't think there's much more we're going to get from there.
No.
I think we follow up with Holbach, or I'm sorry, McCoy, see what he knows, see if he's found or dug up anything. And if not, we get a search warrant for Bright Eyes.
yeah, I mean, I feel like I hate to do it, but I feel like Bright Eyes is a key information point at this point. Bring her in for questioning or interrogation, because the guy wearing Silas's face was talking to her at some point.
Yeah.
We need to know what they talked about, find out what's
Yeah.
there.
I think that's our strongest lead. We should follow that one.
Okay.
And then if someone wants to go kick down doors in the sea shanty, yeah.
I think we go together to Bright Eyes.
Well, I don't think we need to go to Bright Eyes. We can just request through LAPD resources, like search and seizure, as well as an interrogation. The interrogation room is criminal investigations, and it's instant. So we could do that. Arrest warrant, we have to talk to the chief, and that's instant, but it takes a promotion point. So I'm suggesting it. I'll spend that there.
Does that all include kind of a search warrant? Or is
No, the search and seizure is different.
that's separate.
So it's wiretap or search and seizure warrant, deputy chief, 1 shift, and it also costs a promotion point.
Okay.
I have to say, listening to you guys theorize and strategize is one of my favorite parts of this game as a GM.
I'm glad you enjoyed this.
Oh, it's really cool to see what you guys think and where you guys think you should spend your time. It's actually really interesting.
I mean, we could request a spec op assault.
Settle down, Ice.
It takes a shift, but
Save that for Quell.
oh man, that's like a fucking Aliens game, just with your Marines raiding a corporate intel.
It's coming.
I guess.
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
a
just
problem.
whatever. Sorry, go ahead, Fro.
Would anybody else know anything about the owl? Like the animoid?
Maybe the Aurelian.
The Aurelian, but last time I went, it was too late. And,
I forgot.
Well,
yeah.
He was so old he died. It's too late.
Well, we also. What
End
if
him.
McCoy went to the Aurelian and then just started causing trouble like he did before?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Unless we had something to bring into him, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how much the Aurelian's going to help us. He's a little bit tight-lipped himself, too.
I mean, we got
You
the
know.
feather, but he's also blind, right? So that doesn't really help. But he works in the same industry. Maybe he has information, and knowledge about it.
Yeah, but I think he might be given. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that as my character. I don't know if I know too much. I'm metagaming too much. Sorry.
Say what?
Because we weren't really part of the other conversations the other characters had with the Aurelians. Or with the Aurelian. Because we kind of know he's sympathetic to the replicant underground. He's tried masking and protecting them, but I don't necessarily know that. I think Frog knows that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. 'cause-
Hector had told us that he thought maybe he heard the Aurelian.
Yeah, I don't know. Frog, do you remember exactly what you said? I forgot when Silas went there that he was already closed. I totally forgot that. I messed that up in my intro today. So I apologize. That's my mistake. Go ahead, Frog.
Yeah, I think I hadn't shared much more really beyond the from the first case where I was kind of tied up in the safe house and thought that I overheard the Aurelian and Styles kind of talking about Leah and kind of that situation, or that I thought it was the Aurelian based on the voice, but hadn't really shared any other like subsequent dealings, I don't think. Not directly anyway.
So, Chris, when I went to the Bright Eyes, I saw like a thing of those blue butterflies on the ground that McCoy had destroyed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
I think that was, I believe that is one of the reasons. No, because you went to Bright Eyes the same shift that Silas went to the Aurelian, so he did not go to the Aurelian because of that. He went to the Aurelian because of the owl.
Yeah, maybe. But I can at least attest that she's connected to the Aurelian in some way. She had those blue butterflies, and she said they were a gift from an old friend, so...
Yeah, I mean, to you they looked identical. I mean, they might just, they might not be, but to you it was like, who else sells psychedelic blue butterflies?
Butterflies, yeah. So, and my informant is telling me that Bright Eyes is potentially connected to the underground, so he might be as well. I mean, we got that same blue butterfly that Leah had, and she was trying to get off-world.
Oh, that reminds me, Sean, you can add Ginger as an asset.
Oh, cool.
Because you paid her and you passed your test and you gave her your card, and you told her, if you need to get out of jail free card, that you just unlocked a side quest I didn't know you had. Well done.
Where do I add assets?
That's a secret achievement right there, folks. Made Ginger an asset. I don't know, probably just under your biography. You probably
I'm
just
going to put it under inventory asset.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's probably you could probably just make a generic item under inventory too.
Yeah.
And then, dude, we'll put little pictures there, little mugshots of the characters for you.
That'd be great.
That'd be fun. So I think maybe since we haven't had any luck with Bright Eyes, getting the search warrant would be good there. And we can split up and have some people just hit the beat on the seawall, Shantytown area and see if we stumble across anything.
Okay, so search and seizure warrant on Bright Eyes. Do we want to bring her in for interrogation on the information she was discussing with one of our perps?
I think so. I mean, that's a direct link right there.
Yeah. And then Neil's going to talk to the Aurelian.
So
I guess
just Frog, that's your
side conversation. Is there any possibility that I could text the Aurelian of would you happen to know anything about a Tyrell Corporation owl? I want to say no.
He can't see.
But...
So how are you gonna text him?
It's gonna be like Matt Murdock. It reads the texts out. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a Stephen Hawking's computer voice for him, right?
Oh yeah, maybe it reads it out for him.
What was I gonna say? I'm sorry. I was about to point something out to you guys, and I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, so just keep in mind, any of these LAPD resource requests that take a shift or longer, you can put in the request whenever, but that amount of time has to pass before you get what you're asking for. So if you ask for the search warrant, it's a shift, so you won't be able to actually carry that out until next shift. But obviously you can do that, so if you want to do it, it's probably better to do it earlier than later, but just keep in mind, that's not going to count as your shift, Sean. You're just putting in the request, which is right away, so you can still do something during your shift. So, obviously, I assume, Holbach, you're going to take downtime?
Correct.
Okay. Frog, you said you want to text the Aurelian and ask him what?
Yeah, because I didn't want to spend a shift because I didn't think this would necessarily be fruitful, but basically just ask about the Tyrell owl as an animoid. Of like, is there... does he have any familiarity with it, or do we have more to talk about there or not? And then otherwise maybe try to kick the tires in the seawall shantytown. But I guess the second question is, we do have, or rather the arrest warrant is instant. So like if we got an arrest warrant, we could kick the door down and like, I guess arrest her, and then the rest of it would come, like the search would happen next shift. Or I guess arrest warrant only works, the conditions for that are higher, I assume.
Yeah, because we don't know if
search.
She, at this point, she hasn't done anything like illegal as far as we know. So I think interrogation room, like questioning, would be good. Because then we can ask her about stuff, and then maybe move from there.
So, I'll just point out, if you ask her to come in for questioning, she could potentially refuse. And legally, I suppose she could do that. So in game terms, if you want to force her to come in, assuming she isn't willing to, you would want to have an arrest warrant, which would then legally let you guys force her to go to the LAPD for the interrogation and questioning.
Oh, okay.
But
I guess
you point out a good thing. What are you getting an arrest warrant for?
She hasn't done anything illegal. We would just like her to come in for questioning. If she refuses, which after her interactions with McCoy.
Now, obviously, with the way this game works, it is ripe for abuse and bribes and shady dealings. So I would be willing to let you guys spend more promotion points to basically get not a phony, but a flubbed up arrest warrant on some stupid charge. But that's going to be assumed, or to bribe somehow, that's going to be assumed something, that's not by the book, which, if someone finds out about that, that could come with consequences.
It's okay. He'll just yell at Silas. Get out scot-free.
I'll sign Silas's name on the order, on the request.
Yeah.
We should give the man a break. He's been getting
He'll just come down on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been getting to work way too much recently.
So, yeah, I mean, remember, you can always try to grease
I don't think we should.
You can try to grease people's palms in this game with either... Usually, spending chin yen is to represent bribes in this game. So,
I mean, personally, I think that's going to come back to bite us in the ass somewhere. I don't think that's worth it for this, and rather try and...
You don't have to go to the deputy chief. You could also go to the DA's office and try to get an arrest warrant through them.
Yeah, I feel like flubbing or kind of like muddying the waters on the arrest warrant is a bad idea. Just because we don't want to cause any problems with this, but it is very important we talk to her.
Can you have Styles speak to her to talk to us?
I don't think any of us know that.
Oh, sorry.
That we're in connection with Styles.
Yeah, the Styles thing is definitely a Bantov only.
Yeah.
And then the Aurelian, you guys have suspicions, but only Frog knows that there's more there.
Mm-hmm. So the missing component is trying to get her a connection between her and someone more prolific in the the replicant underground that we could potentially warrant bringing her in to questioning. Yeah. Like if we had some direct evidence she had dealings with some nefarious person, which we really don't. I don't know. I say we check in with McCoy then is my next thing. We'll check in with McCoy, see what he's been working on this entire time, and
Make a decision after that, yeah.
and see if he has any leads that we should follow up on, or maybe present him that situation. Say, hey, is anything that you've been working on that could help, fund this means to an end here with getting her in for questioning, or go in there and ask her if she'll come in for questioning.
Yeah, I mean, we can go and... I've already talked to her. I couldn't get her to move, but if we...
Yeah,
we
that's right.
her,
I forgot. She didn't really want to talk anyway, so
yeah,
that's probably not going to happen.
If we threaten the search and seizure warrant, maybe we can convince her to come in and talk, and we avoid the search and seizure. Because right now, the thing that matters most is the Silas guy, who he is and what her dealings with him are. But
yeah.
Well, how about this?
Search and seizure. Yeah.
Let's go into Silas's downtime, and why don't the three of you keep discussing this in the Discord channel to come up with what you guys want to do during your downtime? Because I don't want to sit here all night and spend the rest of the session just deciding what we're gonna do. Unless you guys want to make decisions. I mean, technically you're supposed to make decisions before we play anything out, so I guess we probably should figure that out, just in case something comes up in his downtime that could potentially be any sort of clue or a lead.
Really quick. Silas was the bald guy that we were alluded to in the distant past from the Yukon. Silas, are you bald?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna check that off as a possible lead.
I think that's appropriate, considering last time we kind of like pieced together. It's probably likely that the reason the Yukon guy was looking at Silas weird was because he'd already seen Silas before. Mm-hmm. So I think it's most likely that. I mean, fuck it. We'll just request her to come in for interrogation, and I'll submit the search and seizure warrant. And Violet, do you want to sit in on this?
Yeah.
Guess that's what we're doing. Hector, you're free to pursue
Okay,
whatever
so
needs you want, I think, right?
Garrick,
Garrick?
you are spending a promotion point. I'm sorry, you're gonna go to Bright Eyes to see if she'll come in for questioning.
I mean, I'm spending a promotion point on the search and seizure warrant.
Okay, so you're doing that. Yep.
But we don't have anything on her, so that was the reason we couldn't do that.
Well, no, that's the arrest warrant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you just want to go and talk to her and try to convince her to come in, that will be your shift. Someone can attempt that, and then if you don't want to try to get a phony arrest warrant.
Yeah, so, I mean, I will go and try to request she come in for
Okay, so
questioning.
Garrick is going to Bright Eyes to try to question her, okay? And then you're putting in the request for the search, or the search warrant of her place. So it'll be a promotion point. It requires connections roll. If you spend double the promotion points, you spend 2 promotion points, you get advantage on the roll. Or you can also spend a chin yen to bribe and get advantage, but if someone finds out about that, that's bad.
Yeah, we're just gonna spend the promotion point.
Can I give him one of my promotion points for the advantage?
You guys can pool promotion points for this, sure.
So I'll pull one. I'll give you one.
Okay, so you get advantage.
You have advantage on the roll.
Love that.
Oh my god! Do you want to push that?
I can, and I think that's the only thing I can do, but you're gonna have to leave this conversation if we get it violent.
Alright.
Okay, we got one. Jesus Christ.
But you take 2 resolve damage in the process. So this must be the first time you've ever had to file for a search and seizure warrant, Garrick, and you did not realize how convoluted the forms are. And by the end of it, like, you have to go to like 4 different clerks, just to like get this figured out.
Yeah.
But it is.
I'll go back to Violet like, oh my god, that was way worse than I thought it was. Why are those clerks so mean?
Yeah. It's got like
I
the
signed-
Einstein here.
I had to sign in triplicate every time, and they just kept pointing out, okay, my handwriting's pretty shitty, but they didn't need to be so targeted.
So mean. Okay, so in a shift, write this down somewhere, Sean, because I may forget.
Oh man, hold on. I gotta bring my notes up. Give me a second.
That in next shift you'll have. Okay, so Garrick, are you and Violet going to Bright Eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're tag teaming this.
Yeah.
All right, Frog, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head out alone to Seawall Shantytown and see if I can get kidnapped again.
That worked last time.
Yeah,
It really did. So I mean, good luck, brother.
a man on the inside.
He's inadvertently on the inside because
know,
he keeps getting
but-
kidnapped by
But on the inside,
somewhat nice kidnappers. Like, okay, Shantytown. All right, and then I'm just writing this on my little case log here. And then that other guy, Silas, that fucking guy, he's going to downtown. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody pick it, high or low?
Hi.
Ooh,
Damn.
Ooh, no good.
brick, a big F. F for
It's all right.
Fucking the worst.
It's all right. We always vote for high. Can't not stop. You know, got to trust the system still.
I'm glad this has become a thing now.
Okay. So, Silas, what are you gonna do for your downtime?
Silas will probably take a thermos of coffee and a crossword and go to the cemetery and
Okay.
hang out with his dad.
All right. So, you make your way. You make your way to the cemetery, and let's get a little bit different music here. Maybe this. So, you make your way there. Still kind of hazy and foggy. The day's getting a little grayer as the sun is now making its way into the afternoon shift. And you get your usual spot at the grave. You pull out the chair you've got like hidden up in the tree like Rocky did in, I think it was Rocky 5, right? When he goes to visit Adrian's grave. Which, you know, it's funny. My grandparents used to do something similar. They used to hide milk cartons in the bush. That way they had a container, because at the cemetery that we had a bunch of family at up in Upper Michigan, they actually had pumps outside to get water. And they would leave these like hidden, and that way they could water like all the flowers and stuff near the grave. Or like wash off the headstone. I remember like going there, my grandpa like pulls a fucking like water jug out of a bush. Like, what? Yeah, so you get there and you sit down, you bust out the crossword. Does Silas say anything to his dad?
Silas very rarely talks when he's doing this. The only times he will vocalize is when there's a word he can't remember, and he'll, repeat the clue out loud as if to his dad, and then as he continues the puzzle and figures out what the word is, he'll say the word out loud, and show the crossword to the tombstone and kind of chuckle.
Okay. So, you get to this point where you do this a couple times, and then you get to one that you're having trouble with, and you're wondering what the word can be. It's let's see. It's a 7-letter word, and I guess the clue would probably say something like a loved one, and you're sitting there trying to think what it might be, and then you hear a familiar voice from behind you say the answer, and you hear a female voice say sibling, and you recognize that it is your sister that you hear.
Whoa. Silas would kind of whip around, and I suppose stand up quickly, and takes a moment, looks at her up and down, and says, "You look good. I never expected to see you here."
What was her name again? Was it Lizzie? I know that's wrong, but for some reason that name is in my head. Dude doesn't even know his own sister's name. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, it is Lizzie?
Yes.
Holy shit, I'm so good at this game.
That's your fucking notes.
I don't have any notes. If I did, I don't know if I put them. Anyway. Well, Lizzie, she kind of smiles. She's got her arms kind of wrapped around herself, and she walks up to the tombstone, and she puts a hand on it and kind of pats it gently. And she says, well, you're not the only one that comes and visits the old man from time to time. And then she looks over at you and she's like, so what's the deal? You don't answer me when I call? And you're like, what? She hasn't called you in the last couple days.
Yeah. Silas would be like, when?
It's maybe 2 hours ago. Uptown. I saw you walking past a shrimp kiosk. You looked right at me when I called your name, and you just took off.
Silas's eyes would go wide.
And please roll me an insight versus a stress 1 event, as you realize she's probably talking about your doppelganger that's out there somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, brother.
Oh, you fucking shit.
You take, unless you want to push, but...
I will.
I don't know if that's practical.
Well, I'm pretty... I seem okay.
Frog, please point out why, as clearly you are paying attention and he's not.
Yeah, so if you push, you'll take a point of stress, and if you don't push, you'll take a point of stress. But you might take 2 points of stress if you also roll and don't get a success on the push.
Horses give you stress when you push.
Because you've already rolled the horse.
Remember, when you do a reroll, you don't
Yeah.
reroll the unicorn, and if
Right.
you push and you have any unicorns, you take a point of stress. And
Right.
this is only
Okay.
a stress 1 damage event, so if you fail, you only take 1 stress. But if you push and that second dice comes up as a 1, you're actually going to take 3
stress.
points of stress.
So if you push,
Okay.
you take minimum 2
And
points.
if you push and you don't get a success, you'll take 2 points of stress.
Well, we're just gonna
I
go
mean-
with one horse.
You're more than welcome to do it. I'll allow it.
It is done.
I'm a good guy like that. I'm a friend. I'll let you do it.
That's how I blew my brains out using a computer.
Yeah, no, it's done. We're good.
You sure you don't have a mental collapse right in front of your sister by your father's grave? That'd be pretty fitting. Just saying.
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
All right. Well, you take 1 point of resolve damage as you
Yeah.
realize she obviously ran into your doppelganger not more than an hour or 2 ago.
How did you get here?
I was walking. Why?
Can
I had some
Silas?
errands I've been up to today.
Okay. And this happened about an hour ago.
Yeah, give or take.
Can Silas kind of scan around to see if maybe she was followed?
Sure. Give me an observation roll. Would you like to push?
Sure.
You don't sound very convinced. Double fives.
Brother.
Okay, no, you're fine. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. Wow, you rolled 3 5s out of 4 dice. That's weird. You don't see anybody. No one seems to have followed her. Not that you notice, at least.
I'd lean in, and say, look, I'm gonna need you and, I forgot her
I was gonna say,
fiance's
you forgot
name.
your brother-in-law's name. now, too.
Yeah, Bob, fucking, well, he essentially is Bob from Stranger Things. He'll tell her, I need you guys to either, take a vacation or lay low, because this case I'm working on right now is getting a little wild. And
A vacation, like with what money?
I think he might say,
Where would you go?
stay at my place, stay at the penthouse.
Okay, you're kind of freaking
I'll
me out
stay-
here.
I'll stay at your place. He would show her a screenshot of him and him,
Yeah.
like the side by side, and
Yeah.
go, look, what we're dealing with right now is big, and they're using doppelgangers, so it's not safe.
She looks a little shocked at that, and let's get a generic NPC here to make a roll for her.
Oh no, she's gonna get broken.
Fuck. She's gonna start bleeding out of her fucking eyes.
Thank you for playing along, Sean. You would make a fine GM one day. I'm proud of you.
One day I've run games before. How dare you?
You run D&D. That's not a game. That's just torture.
Excuse you. I've run your
Damn.
stream through multiple Aliens games.
You did a damn fine job too. There's also that Morkborg game we played. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear no bell.
I miss Morkborg. It's a fucking great game.
Great time.
Remember against the goblins, we lost like 12 characters just coming out of the barracks like lemmings.
I kept rolling dudes who had 1 HP.
Yeah, we need more troops, dude. There's more goblins in this fucking tower. Oh.
I'd run up and give one of the characters a reroll and then get killed.
What a great game.
No experience quite like Murder.
What a good game.
Okay,
You have a
insight? I got it. Yeah, we're gonna do insight. So, yeah, she actually takes a step back from you, and you can tell she seems a little scared. And she's like, maybe I'll just go home right now. And she actually starts backing away, towards the exit of the cemetery, away from you.
Silas would sigh and kind of he would mention a song their dad would sing as kids, and then say, if you do go home, if you do go home, just please lock the door. It just be safe.
All right, give me a manipulation test.
Man.
Hey man, this is the trippy mind shit that Blade Runner's known for. Wow, look at all these duplicate numbers. It's a lot of 4s. You want to push that?
Yeah.
How much do you care about your sister whose name you don't remember? Not much. Not much.
Bro.
A lot of failures there. Yeah, she actually just takes one last look at you and then turns around and very quickly walks out of the cemetery without saying anything.
Silas would look at the would kind of sigh and look down and then look at the tombstone and say, well, that went well.
And I think you should make another insight test against a stress 1 event here, as
Oh no.
you realize your sister may not think that you're actually who you say you are, but
Well, that's good.
yeah, you crushed that one. Yeah, she'll get over it. She'll be back for more drug money.
She's supposed to be clean.
Well, what do you
We
think?
know
just,
that's a lie.
what do you think just happened?
That I do remember. Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, why was she coming to talk to you? Drug money.
Oh, maybe she just relapsed right there. I guess we'll have to wait till case file 3. We'll see what happens.
Oh
God.
man.
Man, cyberpunk shit is so bleak, dude.
I love it. The bleaker the better. Okay, just like real life. Okay, so moving on to we'll go to the old Bantov since he's off on his own. Well, you're going to
I don't know
Shantytown,
what
right?
I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait on you then. We'll go to our dynamic duo here.
Oh no.
Oh, you're definitely getting kidnapped.
You're getting kidnapped for sure.
Okay, you guys are going back to Bright Eyes. So you return to the shop. It is obviously open, and you see Serafina inside. There's probably another tech or two in here because it's the middle of the day. So I think when you guys first visited her, it was towards the end of the day. So we'll go back to the old Bright Eyes Beauty Salon. And put Garrick, and we'll put the old Violet on the screen here. There you go. You guys can move your tokens wherever you'd like. But she's in there with another tech or two, maybe a customer to her in here as well. There's like actually stuff going on when you guys get here this time.
Okay. Violet, I'll let you lead. I'm not feeling so good right now, but I'll help out where I can.
Yeah, you see at first, like, one girl, like, sees you two come in, and she's like, "Oh, I'll be right with you." And then you don't see Seraphine at first, and then you see, like, she comes from, like, maybe out one of the back rooms, and the second she sees you, Johnson, you can see her mood instantly sours. And she crosses her arms, her body language just screams defensive, and she's like, "What do you want now?"
I will remind you, I did send her, some money to help pay for damages last session.
Oh, you
Try to
did.
smooth
That's
things
right.
over.
That's right. Okay, that's fair. I totally forgot about that. Well, let's. Did you actually leave like a note or something so she knew it was you?
Yeah, I signed it from Detective Johnson. I hope we can smooth things over. I'm sorry that one of ours did this to your home.
Give me a manipulation with advantage. Still going to be opposed against her insight, but
It's my character sheet.
Manipulation with advantage. Can't push that.
sure you can.
I'm not having a mental breakdown in her place of business.
Are you sure? How much stress do you have left?
1.
You could use your signature item.
Wait, what?
You can use your
I thought,
signature item to get a point of stress back.
Oh, I will do that.
And then you can push and take a point of damage and take another point of damage and roll another 1.
Oh man.
Still have the mental breakdown.
We're risking it all. Ooh, okay, that's as good as I can do with what I rolled.
Swish. Actually, you could have done one better. You could have got 3 successes, but
No, with what I previously rolled, Chris, come on.
not all of us are champions, you know.
Yep, I'm not LeBron. I'm just
So,
Pippin or whatever.
okay, so she does not give you a snarky comment, but you can tell she's not thrilled to see you.
Yeah.
She crosses her arms and she says, "Detective, how can I help you?"
And then I guess I'll step forward and introduce myself. I say, I'm Detective Violet Lee. We're here with a search and seizure warrant.
You guys
I need
don't
your...
remember the warrant takes a shift to get. You won't have it till next shift.
Oh,
We're
I'm
asking her
sorry.
to
I
come in
thought
for
we were.
questioning.
I thought we were in the next shift. I'm sorry.
We're asking her to come in for questioning.
So let me start again. I'm Detective Violet Lee. We need your help in a case we're currently working in. I'm going to ask you if you could please come in for some questioning. This is not a threat. This is not something we're looking to pin on you. We just need some guidance to help us catch some bad people.
Give me a manipulation roll, please. She kind of looks at you, Johnson, as Violet makes this request.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Did my roll go through?
Yeah, you got
two successes and a unicorn.
Oh, sorry, it's not showing up for me. Okay,
She
yeah, I'll keep that.
kind of looks at the two of you and she says, "Can't we just talk here?"
I think if
That's
you're willing to talk here, yeah, right?
If that's all right with you.
She kind of nods. You can see, like, one of the techs, like, looking at her, like, what's going on? She's like, "All right, come on back." And she leads you guys to this room. Oh, sorry, wrong map. Going double screen here. She points you to this room back here, which is like kind of like a break room sort of thing. So you guys go back there, and Oops, go around. There's balls. I don't know. What is this bit? Sorry, I got too many windows on my screen.
Door was closed, couldn't get in, but
Oh, there we go.
take a seat.
All
This
right.
is what it's
and
like
then
to be
the
a
bomb
player.
goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 10 replicant combat droids kidnapped us.
Oh my god. The
Everyone
droid
needs to,
decalls roll in.
everyone needs to get the joy of being kidnapped at least once. So, she brings you guys in back, and she's like, all right, do what I can.
Okay. I speak with her. First off, I'll say, do you know anything about the significance of an owl anemoid known as Eden?
Let me make a roll here and see if she does. I suppose that'd be some sort of intelligence roll. Or I guess it could be connections. Yeah, I'll roll connections. That makes sense. She says, yeah, I've heard that name before. It was Tyrell's bird, wasn't it?
Yes, Eldon Tyrell's bird. It got kidnapped. It was a day ago.
Didn't know you could kidnap animals.
When it's owned by someone else, yes, it can happen. We're looking into some leads that relate to a larger case, but we're wondering if there's anything special about the bird aside from that it was Eldon Tyrell's. Do you know anything else about it? Its manufacture, significance? Anything could help.
She's like, no, I don't deal with animoids. That's not my expertise.
Understood.
Wrong place of town if you're looking for that.
Well, then let me ask you another question. And I'll preface this by saying that I am sympathetic to certain causes here within the city. And I'll show her my badge, because I'm assuming my badge says I'm a replicant on there.
It would probably
Doesn't
have
it?
your serial number, yeah.
Yeah.
Like V1, whatever your designation is.
And I'll show her my badge and let her see it. We are looking for a certain class of replicant that's been getting themselves modulated or being created to represent other detectives here in this city that could be involved with the theft of this bird and other crimes. And we have reason to believe that because of your profession here, that you may have either some contacts or have may wittingly or unwittingly done work for these folks. And we need help tracking them down.
Give me another manipulation at advantage.
Sorry, my rolls aren't going through.
You have
you got
one
one.
success and one unicorn. And you're rolling 3d12. So, do you want to push that?
Sorry, Chris, the outcome would be, I have to keep the unicorn.
Yep.
That's one stress automatic.
Yes.
But if I re-roll, the best outcome I could get was another success or 2 unicorns.
You could get 3 if you re-roll the one that's... Because you can get 2 successes on the d12, so you could potentially get 4 successes if you re-roll both dice.
Each D12 has a 50% chance of one success.
Okay, let's push it then. But
All right.
Sorry, I don't have...
Okay, I think I can do it. Do you want
Okay.
you want to re-roll both d12s and try to get more than one success?
Tyler, you
Yes.
should refresh your window, because I was having
Okay.
issues where I couldn't see anything rolling,
Got it.
and you might be able to see it and then push it yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll wait for you to do that and see if that works. If not,
Yep. Yes, I got it. So I will push.
okay.
And then, sorry, so the D12 is blocked out, so I want to...
Well, so you obviously you're going to re-roll the one that got no successes, but you can choose to re-roll the one that rolled a 7 in hopes of getting 2 successes on that dice. Or you can
Yeah,
just re-roll the
Oh.
one that failed
Okay.
and hope you get at least 1 or 2 successes.
I'll just re-roll the one that I failed here.
Pussy.
All right.
Whoa!
There we
King.
go.
Okay,
So I'll
that's not
take that.
bad. 3 successes. Okay.
All right.
She says, you can tell her body language. She loosens up a little bit, gets a little less confrontational. Her arms go from being crossed to, kind of on her hips. She's like leaning up against the counter. Looks like they've got like a coffee maker there or something. And she lets out a long sigh. And she says, yeah, I'm sorry, you said had someone come here. Did you give a description of anybody or just say did someone come here?
No, not in specific. I didn't give a description of anyone. I just said that, willingly or unwittingly, she may have done work on, someone that may be connected to these crimes that is trying to portray a detective, which I'm guessing she, I don't know if she knows that or not.
She says, no, I haven't done any, at least I don't think I've done any work on someone like that, but I did have someone in here yesterday that, well, they wanted some work done, but what they were looking for is, was a little bit beyond what I could do in such short notice, and I could tell that this, and she kind of bites her lower lip and she looks at Johnson, and then she looks back to you guys. Says, I could tell this replicant was stressed out, really upset about something, in a real hurry. So I turned him away, and then she kind of looks at you again for a moment. She's like, I sent him to someone I thought might be able to help him.
Can I show her a picture of McCoy and ask her if this was the individual?
You see a look of disgust comes across her face. Like, are you... She looks at you, Johnson, and looks back to Violet. Are you asking... Are you asking if this is the guy that came in asking for help? To get work
Yes.
done?
Violet would know that I clocked Silas's doppelganger having come here yesterday, so it's most likely Silas's doppelganger.
Oh,
you guys also know that, according to Hector, him and McCoy were here. McCoy trashed the place.
I understand, but I'm gonna check both of them because they're both.
That's fine. I just want to make sure. Okay, so
Yeah.
She says that. She's like, no, this is the asshole cop that trashed my place yesterday. He was in here with another one of your guys, asking questions. And when I told him to fuck off, he broke a bunch of shit.
Well, yeah. Was it? And then I'll switch over and show a photo of Silas.
You can tell, maybe she tries to hide it, but you can tell she recognizes it, and she just gives you a nod. She's like, yeah, that's him. Yesterday afternoon he came in.
I need to ask you where you directed him to.
I'll need another manipulation test, please.
Alright.
Ooh, damn. You got 2 successes on one of your D12s.
I know. I'll accept that.
I'm sorry? Yeah, you broke up. Are you going to push or not?
No, I will not push. I'll accept that.
She bites her lower lip and crosses her arms, and she says, I think I've said enough.
Can I try... No, I'll leave it at I say. I think your business is in jeopardy if you don't help give me some information.
And I guess Garrick would try to chime in, like, we're trying to find people who've actually murdered at least one person. All we're trying to do is bring people to justice. I don't care whatever else you do here, as long as it's not murdering people. That's not really my job.
And
These people have harmed a lot, at least here, and they might harm more if we don't find them.
All right. So I need to ask Violet, are you trying to insinuate that she's in danger, or are you threatening her?
Insinuate she's in danger.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because that kind of could have went either way. Then, Violet, please give me another manipulation, and you can get the assist from Garrick. So Garrick, roll your skill dice for manipulation.
So just the D8?
If that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this would be at, I think, disadvantage? No.
It rolled a d12.
Yeah, D12 is my base empathy.
Yeah, so just roll a d8.
Okay. But I rolled a 12.
Oh, no, because I think what you did is you...
I hit disadvantage.
But did you roll empathy or manipulation?
I rolled manipulation at disadvantage.
So when it's disadvantage, it loses your lowest dice. That's why I
Gotcha.
did that.
Right, okay. So then just a D8.
That's a damn shame. You rolled a 12.
Yeah. I don't see it rolling the D8. Did it roll?
No.
I didn't see it either.
Okay. Can I push that?
It's considered part of her role, so she would have to do the push.
Okay.
Did I roll for her yet? Did I roll for Seraphine? I
No.
don't think I did. Okay. This is Insight. Okay, so you guys have one success? Do you
Can
wanna push?
can I push and do the signature item to get a resolve back after?
Yeah, you can do your resolve, your
Okay.
signature item, just like an alien.
Okay. Okay.
But yes, so go ahead and push.
So I don't die. Okay.
Yep. And then,
And then
Garrick will
I'll roll my
re-roll
D8 again.
his dice, yes.
okay.
Wow.
Nothing.
Thanks for the assist, bro.
I tried.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Same.
What did she roll?
Please say 0.
Yeah, she just kind of shakes her head and she's like, that's all I've got to say. I'd like to believe what the two of you are saying, but the last 24 hours has me questioning a few things about the LAPD.
God damn it, McCoy.
I'll say I that's understandable. I understand your reluctance, but we are trying to help. At least some of us. And you know, I'm not going to push it any further, and I'll say, Garrick, let's.
Oh, actually, hold up. You're a replicant. You can push twice
Oh, all right.
if you want.
Well, I'm at 2. Then I would be back down to 1 resolve.
You didn't roll any horses.
You only
know.
You only lose resolve if you roll unicorns.
Oh, all right. I'll.
Did you
Yeah.
did you remove a resolve in when you pushed it? This last time?
Oh, didn't I have 1 unicorn?
No.
Yeah, I did up here. Didn't
Yeah, on one of her previous rolls, she had a unicorn.
Yeah. All right. I'll use that as my bartering chip to roll again.
Yeah, I just want to make
Right.
sure you don't take stress for pushing. You only take
Got it.
stress if you push and end up with any unicorns.
With a unicorn. Got
and
it.
being a
Right.
replicant, you're allowed to push all rolls twice if you wish.
All right, and get a worse result.
Wait, how?
Oh, I rolled again. Sorry, I didn't push
All right, hold on.
because I didn't have the option.
Hold that's weird.
Because I press accept instead of pushing again. So
that's right. Okay.
I closed it off. Yeah.
So,
What?
Did you mean to re-roll both dice? Because you have one success.
Yes, because I didn't think I was going to get anything from Garrick's.
Okay, mean, but okay.
Which is true, because you didn't. Okay. So you actually go from 1 success to 0 successes and a point of stress.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Sweet.
Perfect.
All right.
Just what we want to see. Okay.
All right.
Man, this woman is indomitable.
She does not fuck around.
All right, well, yeah.
I mean, look, she looks like the type that's not going to play easy ball.
That's fair.
It's true. Very true.
All right, let's
She looks like maybe she's like the old like Jamaican or Haitian woman that's like, you're not gonna fucking tell me what to do, cop. Fuck off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll thank her for her time before we head out.
Yeah.
She nods, and as you guys are walking out, she does like kind of stop you, Garrick, and she says, I appreciate what you did last night.
Yeah. We are trying to help, but I understand that not all of us are like that, so I get where you're coming from.
Good luck.
And thanks. Then he will leave, and then once they're kind of farther away, he'll kind of check in with Violet. All right, that didn't really work.
Keep going, guys. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Well, I mean, we found out a little bit. We know that it maybe wasn't her, and that there's someone else that is helping them. So it's a little bit to go on, but I don't want to ruin whatever little relationship you have with this woman that you've, tried hard to repair. So I didn't want to push it any further with her.
I appreciate that. I think I might call in and try to cancel the search warrant, since she didn't seem to have anything to do with them. It's
Right.
not really going to give us anything.
I think that's the correct move. I don't think we're going to find anything else here, and that's just going to be wasted, and then we're going to lose again whatever little trust we gain with her.
Yeah. But
So I guess it was worth it for that. We can at least maybe close out this, but I don't know. I have to maybe find another informant that can help us. Maybe look into more people that do this kind of surgery. Someone that has more talent than
maybe
Seraphine.
more immediacy?
Yeah.
Seems like
But
they
we
do it in the timeline you wanted. Maybe
right.
it needs to happen quick.
And also again, we know for certain it was this Silas clone that was going around trying to get it done. Now, my other question is if it's the same person and not two different replicants. But I guess no, maybe that's not reasonable, because they were looking for someone to change their face and they weren't able to get it done in time, so they probably couldn't have went from being McCoy to Silas or back and forth so easily. So it's potentially two
Yeah, I think two is
targets.
probably the most likely. Maybe we're not looking for like a high-end situation, but more like a chop shop, something they can do cheap and quick.
Yeah.
So maybe let's hit the streets, talk to people in the area. I'll
Could we
phone in.
pull up any other of her customers? Maybe speak to them.
Or
Is
maybe
that something we could do?
You'd probably have to get access to her records.
Sure.
Unless, like, you knew of a customer of hers that had a criminal record, the only way to actually get access to that stuff would probably be to get access to her records somehow. There might be general stuff you could find, like a business license that she'd have registered with the city and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think a client list would be in the LA mainframe unless it was part of a criminal investigation of some sort, so...
All right. Hear me out. What if Silas went back to this place and pretended to be other Silas to get information?
That I mean, that could work.
I don't know what he does exactly. Maybe he goes in there and he says, "Hey, this person wouldn't help me. Is there anyone else?" And maybe we can. I don't know. It's just a thought.
How good do you think Silas is at lying to people to their face?
Great.
We just hear on the
Also,
wind.
also, have you seen how I've been rolling?
So,
Well, I mean,
before we finish up tonight, because we are at the end here, I do want to get through one more thing. So, as you guys are discussing that, Silas, you went and did your downtime, and was it all of you, or someone had sent a message to McCoy asking, like, did you find anything out? Did I hear that correctly?
I wanted to do that, but I didn't know
Yeah.
if that was like a shift. But we could say that
No, basically, in this game, think a shift is going to a location and doing stuff. Just sending messages, that can kind of be done whenever. So, we'll assume you did that at some point, and is it a group? Is it on like a group chat, or do you send a direct message to him?
I would say it's a group.
Okay. Then, Silas, you, as you are leaving your or you're leaving the cemetery, your downtime. Oh, by the way, you do get a point of result back from your downtime, even though it was kind of interrupted, but you're able to stay there at your father's graveside for a little while longer, and then grab a bite to eat and go sleep. But we'll assume when you get up and you decide to head back towards the tower or whatever it may be, maybe you're kind of mid-flight, you get a message from McCoy that says you're going to want to make your way to Animoid Row. Big break.
Silas would head to Animoid Row
Okay.
and let Garrick and the others know he's heading there to meet with McCoy.
All right. Yeah, in his message he says, "Found your perp."
Ooh,
Oh boy.
excellent.
All right. Would you please give me an observation roll, if you would be so kind?
Okay,
Oh yeah, that's what we like to see.
finally.
Some good fucking rolls.
Yeah, accepted. 2.
Okay. And then I need you to please roll me a d6, and if you roll a 6, please reroll. Of course. Okay.
3.
All right. So, I'm gonna put something on the map here. Just a moment. Okay. Now, how many successes did you have on your observation?
2.
So, as you're making your way towards the back towards Animoid Row, you realize that you're pretty sure you're being followed by another spinner. It looks black and it looks unmarked, and Give me another observation roll, please.
Boy.
You can tell it has weapons mounted on it. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh. Oh no.
Damn.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So, obviously, we will play another session. I didn't think things were going to go quite that slowly, but I'm not mad. You guys did awesome tonight. So, I'm pretty sure we'll finish up next week. I guess there is a slight chance it could go into a fifth session, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of discussion tonight, so we'll call it at that. So, join us.
Chris, I just want to make sure that you heard when Violet and Garrick kind of agreed that they're going to cancel the request for search feature.
Yep,
Okay.
I heard that. So, unfortunately, you still have to spend the promotion points.
Yeah, that's
So-
fine. He just wants to make sure, like, he doesn't worsen his relationship.
No problem. And even if it went through, they would give it to you guys, and then you could just not do it, you know.
Okay.
So, but that's fine. So, we will call it at that, and that's all we've got for tonight. So, join us next week, folks. Part 5 of Fiery Angels, as the plot thickens, the case of the doppelgangers continues, and we are going to have a banging start with our very first aerial chase scene.
Oh, man.
So, get ready and buckle up, as they say. So, until next time, same place, nighty-night.